Abu Ahmed and his family are trapped, on one side by Israel's illegal West Bank settlements, and on the other side by its similarly illegal separation barrier. Nestled in the hills of the West Bank, Abu Ahmed and his extended family live in this modest home on land they've owned for nearly 60 years. They carry Palestinian IDs, so Israel prohibits them from moving freely.
I can only move with a permit. It's a permit that is very restrictive, that we can't move around too much with.
As the settlements expanded closer to their home, the family became more dependent on nearby towns and villages in the West Bank for food and water. In 2002, Israel began building a 700-kilometer-long separation barrier made up in some parts of concrete slabs and in others, like near Abu Ahmed's house, of barbed wire and fence, effectively encircling them on their land. Israel says the separation wall protects it from attacks launched from inside the West Bank. We're about 150 meters away from Israel's separation barrier. This is as close as we can get to it at this particular point. This road that you see behind me used to take villagers right into the heart of the Palestinian city of Beit Lahem. But since Israel has built its separation barrier, it has devastated the lives of people like Abu Ahmed, making life here unbearable. Ray Dolphin has been documenting the impact the wall has had on the lives of Palestinians for years.
The issue is the route of the wall, and that's the problematic part, because 85% is or will be through the West Bank or in East Jerusalem, and all of the humanitarian problems also come from the route, because if it was on the Green Line or in Israel, there wouldn't be any land cut off.
Israel's wall cuts off nearly 10% of the West Bank. Once it is complete, nearly 35,000 Palestinians like Abu Ahmed will be trapped between the barrier and Israel's unofficial border in what is being called the Seam Zone, an area where Palestinians will effectively be restricted from leaving without permits.
We used to cross from here into Bethlehem, and there were no problems. I would take my sheep and go sell them in the local market. I used to have access to water from the wells on these hills. Now I have access to nothing.
5 years ago, the International Court of Justice in The Hague issued an advisory opinion that the wall's route was illegal. Since, the United Nations has called on Israel to halt the construction of the barrier, dismantle already existing parts, and pay reparations to Palestinians like Abu Ahmed. But if this scene of continued construction of Israeli settlements on Palestinian land and the barrier is any indication, that's an opinion Israel has so far blatantly ignored. Ayman Mohyeldin, Al Jazeera, in the occupied West Bank.